Comfort zone. I had a small space today to sit, look at the skies, and think if that kind of thing is still happening with minds. October 7th, 2025. I'm not in my full form. It's difficult, but doable. You just pull out a part of yourself that really wants to do it. What we call this, his presence. Some experience it from outside, external factors. Then it slowly mutates or morphs into something that is within you. It has to be an ongoing practice to experience His presence. Even if you look at it as a concept, that we have life, we have a spirit within, what we called Atma, the soul, and we tend to believe that there is God within us. How can we experience that? Do we even want to? Come out of that comfort zone that we have created for ourselves. Like I said, I'm not in my full form, meaning I'm also a human being. Stuff's happening. As I find the wisdom and the strength from within to be able to cope and to find a place and space where I can call it my comfort zone. Everybody is in the same strife. Every time we think we have found a comfort zone, we sit there only to find out it's not. Thus collecting and creating stories in our life. If you think about it, our whole life just goes away in just figuring this out. So then how precious is every moment that we're living? Isn't it time to wake up? If the kingdom is not of this world, then what am I doing here in this world? If nobody wants me, everybody hates me, I'm isolated, lonely. All the stripes and pain and suffering that a woman can go through has been bestowed upon me. When you're cornered that way, and there is pressure from all sides, physical, mental, any other planes that we have gotten used to being in. Things happen. Things start to happen. I met a friend today. I'm seeing her after a long time, and I was hoping that I recognized her. I don't remember the name, but we did say hi. She did recognize me. Classmate, different subject. Again, I don't remember a big relationship, but we never had anything in our memories to not connect again. So it was good. It was a very brief 2-minute conversation, and it was still very fruitful. All she could think about was her situation, her mother-in-law, and the stress in her tone, finding little bit of comfort. I have come a long way in this work, but I see myself very quick now to grasp and follow the body language and just hit it at the spot. It's an ongoing training, but it's an amazing spirit. When you do have it within you, and when somebody else taps into it, it's ferocious. It overrides your personality, all the rules that you're following, all the shyness and anything that is blocking. It just gushes forth, just pushes forward. It's why most of the time it's very spontaneous. You're not thinking about it. But if you're a good person and you tried your best to change for others mostly, for me it was chronic. And I think I did it as reflecting upon it, I did it as a survival mechanism because it really felt good to help others. And I never thought about it to be uncomfortable or it is going to come out of my comfort zone. See, I didn't have one. I never gave time for myself enough. So that happened later, where it was important for me to learn to understand my body, what it is made of. Basically, just making it to come alive. And all the healings that happened, I didn't know I needed it. And many more experiences that added to it all. Yeah, we're at a crux here now. Like I said, I'm not in my full form, and that's because of many factors that limit the body, the mind, the self, in your life itself. But there is a squirming energy, there is a squirming sensation inside. And you know that something is cooking up, something's waiting to erupt. So I told her in a few words, because she was visiting here just for a few days and has to go back. So I could see she was buying chappals or something. And what you do when you come to a familiar place that had given you comfort before, you try to take in as much as possible. You're only thinking about yourself. You want to feel good. Basically, you're recharging your batteries to go back into the world. And she mentioned that she was feeling sad. She's not here. And then it hit me. I said, you are exactly where you need to be in order to rise up and know yourself better. Thank the people that are around you, whom you can use as an inspiration to do whatever you be. You just be creative in the moment, in the situation. And if you're not able to figure it out, just stay. Just go through it. So what does it take for somebody to, you need that, there is always going to be somebody else. Most of the time we don't usually choose to bring us into a place where we're not comfortable, just naturally. So for that, I guess there are people who play the roles. So, being good is never, no amount of good is good enough, and no amount of bad is bad enough, you see. So one just has to hang in there and go within and try to bring out the best. And if you're with the worst kind of people, that much better and best it is going to be, if you look into it, put in the effort. So what do we do? You can eliminate the person, you can run away, but you can find yourself in solitary spaces. You can find distractions, which are plenty now in the world. Everything runs around addictions and distractions. So I think it's time that one needs to turn around, you take a U-turn, or find that place where one is comfortably having a relationship which begins from within your own self. You're not allowed to be good, and if you're good, then there is somebody trying to pull you down. 2-minute conversation. She took my number. I don't know if she's ever going to call me back or not, but it doesn't matter. The level of contamination is so deep, and there is a fog. The deluded mind is just gets stuck in that state of mind, in time zones and in spaces. You know that it's happening, sometimes you can see, sometimes you can even see the spaces where the solution can be attempted, but all that's work. So it's designed that way. It is designed to break your mind, to hurt your heart, or to make you think that something different is happening in your body. We've talked about this before. When you find that, keep finding that strength, and you keep developing your character in such a way that you feel confident and you're bold, you're able to crawl through the spaces. You realize that when you were weak, that is where you're affected the most. You made stronger and stronger, and you realize that everything that is happening, or that you're not in control of, you don't want to be in control of, whatever situation that led you to be talking like this and thinking like this, it turns out for your good. Sometimes what we think, we're completely wrong because we're not able to see the whole picture. We're caught up in that particular vortex. So when your attitude gets better and better and better, because now you know the truth, whether it's ugly or beautiful, doesn't matter. You know the truth, it's enough. This constantly gliding and floating in clouds and ideas and there's no life there, there's no spirit there, there's nothing to connect. It's frustrating. He will let you, though, to run away, to find that distraction, to go here, to go there, because it's happening. It's hard to believe that sometimes it's good for us, and most of the times we're being protected. It is so dangerous out there in the world now to do anything, to touch anything, to have a relationship. Very, very deep contemplation is going on. Everybody seems to be at the edge. What's going to happen next in the movie? Right? Look into it means you honestly find parts of yourself that is working, functioning, and even if there is one voice that you can hear in the chatter, it's okay. Ask yourself, why am I not comfortable? Why is this pushing me out of the comfort zone? What can I do? What are my options practically? Where all is your mind going? See, before you know, time flies. Time just goes. Sooner or later, that person may or may not realize your goodness, but you know in your heart you've been good, and you're not feeding anything that is not comfortable to the soul. Now we're going to get into deep is soul stuff. Okay? Because hearts are thirsty now. That's what happened with that girl. That connection, and me making the attempt to just tap on her back, and there was a slight doubt whether I'm doing the right thing or not. But since it happened, it just flowed in the spirit. I was glad I did. So once you get a hang of riding the spirit, then it gets easier and easier. It's like a roommate. There is something within that is carrying us, So really, who are we? Are we doing it? Are we making choices? It's like you're given a part to play on the stage, and you do your best. But the truth is, you're never really that character. You're just acting on stage. One could go into any tangents to create comforting words, but it has to be realistic. It has to be practical. Otherwise, nobody wants to hear another discourse about what's good and what's bad. I think the gist of the intention is you do what you need to do and can do to find your comfort zone. And if it is demanding a bombastic behavior or a character that is not tainted with love, then think again. You can simply make your attitude a better place to live with, and you will get more strength to deal with situations and people around you. Because if everybody gets what they want or think that that is what they need, I think the world would have already been collapsed. Because like a child, most of the times we're not right about things. Plus you cannot tell what's going on in somebody else's head in life. You only hear what they say and you go with that. So there's nested layers of deception and mostly just embarrassing to even live in this body and walk around. So it's hard to say, like you say, you can only apply it to your own self, in your own way. There will come a time when you won't find any more place to run, because every place is contaminated, every place is like that. You missed something this over here and we ran away, something else will be created in that place to deal with it. I learned a lot in my corporate life because they're very professional, So in a way, my personal life, I have made it into a professional environment, and thus scraping and molding whatever I've inherited, finding out what I can become, and then doing my best to practice it. It's enlightening, it's very freeing. You have to understand what freedom means. People who just, doing whatever they want, there is no concept of morality, there is no sensitivity to feelings related to intimacy. So I think the whole package is there, we're all there, it's all there. But it's up to us to simply find our way. Going through it actually might be a better solution for your soul's journey. There's no escaping, there's no medicine, so what do? Rise up higher, to higher states of minds from where you draw the energy, you draw the power and the strength. There's no magic, there's no it's all real. It's either happening or it's not happening. How much more do you want to add on? I can see myself becoming a comforter from the person seeking comfort. Basically, there is unwanted fears. Unwanted. Most of the time, we get into a patterned behavior with anyone. Anyway, I myself feel that this has been a drag, and thank you for listening. I simply wanted to share a topic. It's been a while. I feel good doing this, uh, mainly because it talks to me first, the voice, the spirit, and I'm inspired to be at my best, be truthful and honest. So this is a gift right now I have, that I'm choosing to do regardless of whatever is happening all around me. You're gonna leave alone, literally, but can we choose to live a little more peacefully, continue to keep doing the good even if it hurts, continue to pray that love reaches every heart out there, make it easier for the children to experience life, the good fruits. And live in our home, in our homes within. Respectfully. Understanding and accepting it. So, thank you again. It doesn't matter really. The intention was to be with you all and to share a few words. And even if what I said didn't make any sense, there's certainly a lot of love, good wishes, best wishes. And drawing courage and strength to rise up and do what we need to do. And what is yet to come will already take care of itself. Find it within you, find it. And when the right time comes, we will connect and share our mind's thoughts and heart's feelings.